So folks, we move on with our coverage of the 2025 LAMMA Show, and sporting a rather impressive stand of tractors is Deutz-Fahr. So what we're going to do, rather than focus on one product, for a little bit of a change, we're going to go on a stand tour and kind of just sort of see where Deutz-Fahr is at with its range of tractors and what it's got to offer. So to take us on this little whistle-stop tour, we've got Mr. David Jefferson, who you've seen before in previous episodes. So David, where should we start? Should we start at the bottom end and work our way up?
Okay, you want to start at the bottom? Let's go over to a 3 series.
Right. So what series is this one then?
This is a 3 series.
This is 3. So this will pretty much be the smallest one you do, is it?
This is our entry-level tractor. So this is a 3050, 50 horsepower. You can have a 3060, which is a 60 horsepower version.
Right.
As you can see, this one's cabless. You can have a cab option, and you can also have agricultural tyres as well.
Okay. So what would be the main industries you sell this into then?
Obviously, you get very different industries. They're on caravan parks.
Yeah.
Some use them as little scraper tractors, chicken sheds.
Yeah.
Anything like that, and hobby farmers as well.
That's it, so just an ideal little tractor. And gearbox in this, what would it be in this?
This one is just a very simple mechanical gearbox. So you can see we've got our 4 speeds, we've got a high-low gear lever here, and you've got options of a creeper section down there as well.
There you go, just a handy little tractor.
Yeah, I think it's 12 by 6.
Right, and where would this one be made, this?
This one's made in our Lublin factory, which is in Poland.
Right, so this is out of Poland as well. Cool, grand stuff. Right, should we move on? Upper range?
Well, we're moving to Italy now.
Right.
And this is one of our specialised tractors, one of our fruit tractors.
Yeah.
Would you believe this is the widest one that we offer?
This is the widest fruit tractor, right?
This is the widest one that we offer. So we got a DF, and we've got a DS, and we've got a DV.
Right.
So DF, and I remember it as fat.
Right.
DS is skinny.
Yeah.
And DV is very skinny.
Very skinny.
That's how I remember them.
That's it, I'll stick with that, yeah.
And we can have these in standard power shift transmissions. We can have them with mechanical forward reverse shuttles. We can have power shuttles. We can also have TTV versions.
All right.
So a full range.
What's the spec choice then?
Oh, these tractors can be so specified.
Yeah.
When you got the professional fruit growers, they have so much equipment that they put onto these, bolt onto them.
They do, don't they?
Mid-mount valves, front valves, rear valves, mid-mount valves. We have front suspension.
They load them up, don't they?
Front suspension with independent front axle suspension and everything.
On this?
Why would you have that? You would ask that, wouldn't
Yeah.
you? The reason why, when they've got a front-mounted vine trimmer on this tractor, if you normal suspension like this tractor's got, when you go over an undulation, the tractor rocks, doesn't it?
Yeah.
You've got your vine trimmer up here,
Right
hanging out on the arm. This rocks.
You've lost half your crop.
Well, you got the tip area like this, so that's why they have independent wishbone suspension on here, and it also keeps the wheel flat to the floor.
Yeah.
So you don't lose any traction whatsoever.
That's it, especially they're on some serious slopes.
Oh, they are.
Am I right in thinking? Did you do some rear wheel steering on these as well?
Yes, so you can have 4-wheel steer. So you get an 18-degree on the rear axle as well. You can crab, you can do whatever you wish.
Isn't it?
The specification available on this range is
full
immense.
on Swiss Army knife, that.
Yeah.
Right, where to next?
We'll start over.
So we're off this way now.
We're going to go to Turkey.
We're off to Turkey now.
We're going to go to Turkey.
Proper international tour on your stand, isn't it?
So we're going to start with our 5D key line.
Right.
So this is here.
That's this little one here.
And this is a range that will go from 70 up to 100 horsepower.
Yeah.
So we can have this with power shuttle or synchro shuttle. We've got one here, this is loader ready. So this is how it will arrive from the factory. Literally, you just bolt the loader boom onto it and you're farming.
That's it, you're off.
You're off.
You're away.
So the dealer has no work to do to install it. Very compact, very simple tractor. You can have a downswept exhaust if you wanted a downswept exhaust.
You could have it down there, could you?
If you wanted to, yes.
Right. Just an ideal little loader tractor.
So this is a 5D key line. One that we're missing is an Italian 5D. So that's made in our Italian factory, a little higher spec. It's got a gearboxes that's got high, medium and low, so 45 by 45 in the transmissions. But then we pop back to Turkey to our thing that we just launched this last year, which is the 5 key line.
Right, so this is one of your most recent ones,
Yeah.
this one, is it?
So this will go from 75 horsepower right up to 105 horsepower. Again, loader ready. This came down to the factory with the loader fitted.
Yeah.
So, with the loader bracketry fitted. You know, even I installed a loader on this tractor. Even I did it. So a very, very simple tractor with all of the essential specification, not with too much on that people don't use.
But enough.
Absolutely,
enough,
absolutely everything. You can specify what you need.
Lots of levers in there, which is great.
Yeah, it's all mechanical. There's no electric lift on this range.
Yeah.
Mechanical. So this is the younger brother to our Italian 5 Series, our full fat.
This is the full fat 5
So,
Series.
so
right.
here we got. You can see we've got electric lift available on here.
Oh,
we've
the
got
fenders, yeah.
We've got a higher hydraulic pump rate of 90 litres.
Yeah.
Yeah, we've got a HML transmission option on here. You know, it's full of all the Italian specification and, you know, the finish and the quality
Yeah.
that you would
so
expect.
this will be out of Trevelio, is it?
This is out of our Trevelio factory, yes.
Right. It's obviously famous for the Sammy brand.
It is.
Out
That is the home of Sammy.
The home of Sammy, yes.
But we bring them all from the same factory.
Yeah.
So this one goes right up to 125 horsepower.
All right, little punchy thing.
So yeah, we down to 90 horsepower up to 125, but predominantly people take the 5125.
There we go.
You know,
Good stuff.
It's a good package.
Where's next?
Next, we move next door, and we're still in Trevelio,
We're still in Italy at this point.
and we've got a 6135 RV shift here. So the RV shift is a transmission we launched here 3 years ago, I believe, and a certain person was very sceptical about it.
What were they now?
Where are they now? But I believe they've had a go with an RV shift since, and they found it rather.
It worked.
It worked.
I can't deny it. It does work.
No.
It's
So,
once you get your head around it and what it is and what it can do,
but it's a the range can be a mechanical gear lever, so we can have a power shift version as we call it. We've got the RV shift here on display today, and then we can have a TTV
you can do
version.
a TTV version of this.
Yeah.
So speaking of TTV, what's the lowest horsepower you could get with a TTV?
we talked about our international.
That little fella over there.
That can be down to 75 horsepower in the TTV.
Right. So you take CVT right now.
Yep.
Yeah. Cool. So this one was launched. What is this? 2-3 years ago now.
Yes.
This one?
Yes.
This one that we're looking at, this 6C.
The 6C was launched. Yeah.
Yeah.
So that's the 6C RV shift built in Trevelio.
Yeah.
This is the largest tractor that we're going to get out of Italy.
Okay. Right. So
so
we top out at this.
Yeah. So you can see here we've got the 4-post cab.
Yeah.
Now we move to Germany.
So Lauingen
in Germany.
Deutz-Fahr land.
Deutz-Fahr land, and we've got our 6.4. The 6.4, you can see it's got the Maxivision cab, the 6-post cab. So, but this is underneath this, it's still got the farm motion engine, the engine that we manufacture.
That's your engine, isn't it?
But it's got the RV shift transmission that we built in Italy. We manufacture all of this tractor. We don't make the tyres, we don't make the glass.
Yeah.
But we manufacture everything: the front axle, the rear axle, the engine, the transmission.
Quite a Deutz-Fahr thoroughbred, this one.
It is.
Yeah.
A thoroughbred. And this is the tractor that you had a.
This is the one we had last year, isn't it, in 2024. So yeah, if you haven't seen that, viewers, go check it out.
So this is the start of our production in Germany. So this is.
How many models are in this one?
So we got
4.
This is the top. There's a 6130, 6140, and a 6150.4.
In the .4s, right.
Again, this is RV shift, but you can get it as a TTV.
Yeah. So you can, but even our RV shift, the specs pretty.
Yeah, no.
Pretty good on
they're
this.
They're good ton. 7-ton lift on here. No, this one's 7-ton, but it can be 9-ton.
That's right. Yeah.
It goes up to 9-ton.
And then two lecky spills, 2 mechanical spills from memory.
Yeah, You can have all mechanical if you wanted to.
Yeah.
But the hybrid system is what's going. We've got air brakes on there.
Yeah. And that easy switch over in the cab of your spool aside, and it's just.
So your spool valves can work the front linkage or the rear linkage or a mixture of the both.
That's it. Yeah. It was just easy case of cycling through, wasn't it?
Absolutely.
There we go.
So going now to our RC shift. So again, built in Germany, we've got a 6170 RC shift here.
So we've gone up in stature and
we're
size
now gone to 6-cylinder.
size.
We've gone to 6-cylinder.
Right.
So everything up to now has been 4-cylinder.
Yeah, yeah.
So we're now on a 6-cylinder.
So these will be the Deutz engines in these.
We're now on Deutz engines, yes.
6.1 litres, are they?
6.1 litre Deutz engine, yep.
Right.
Stage 5, obviously.
Right.
So this is 6170, 171 horse. There's a model below, a 6160.
Yeah.
We've got this one geared out with our Power 6 package, which is our promotion at the moment, where we get the additional extended warranty, a special finance program, driver kits with shiny exhaust, floor mats, fridges.
Right.
It's all the package that we're running at the moment. So this one's got the RC shift. So this is 5 gears with 6 power splits.
Okay, right.
And you can drive that manually.
Yeah.
So you put your in a gear and it stays in a gear. You can drive it semi-automatic, where you've got the transmission will go through the power shifts on its own.
Yeah.
Or full automatic, and it'll go through the gears and the power shifts.
Right.
On there.
There you go. And the gearbox in this, that is ZF, is it, in this one?
This is a ZF transmission, yes.
Good stuff.
So now we move on to our TTV models, and we'll start on
still in the 6 series.
Still on the 6 series.
TTVs now.
So
this is your
here's
continuously variable transmission.
Here's our 6190 TTV.
In the lovely
Java green.
It's Java.
Java.
Spelt Java. Java.
Yeah.
We were having this argument with cameraman Chris the other day. So it's Java green. Nice green though.
Yeah, it's my favourite. I'm a little bit biased.
It does look good.
So here we've got a 6190 TTV. This one includes is the new compound transmission. So we have the best of both worlds with input and output coupled, the smooth drive takeoff and the efficiency.
Yeah, yeah. Effectively like a 2-range CVT, but it automatically changes range with no interruptions in between whatsoever.
The driver does not do anything.
No, you just leave it to it.
Yep, leave
Point
it to
and
it.
shoot, really.
That's it.
Yeah.
So here we've got 6190 TTV, obviously 190 horsepower. We have go all the way up to 230 horsepower in this range.
Quite a punchy range.
Yeah, it's good. It's good. After the 6 series,
we're on to 7s now, aren't we?
We come up to 7 series, and here we've got one in Warrior specification.
So in the Warrior Black.
Yeah, 7250 TTV, 247 horsepower, full CVT. We've got a 10-ton rear lift. It's still our 6.1 litre engine.
Yeah.
So it's still the Deutz thoroughbred through and through.
So you got the 7250. Is there a 7230 as well? Have you still got
No,
that one?
no, that was many years ago, the 7230.
Oh, right.
We have a 7250 HD.
Right.
Which basically has the same running gear, the same transmission as an 8 series.
Yeah.
But only with the 250 horsepower engine.
Right.
So, whereas the 8 series goes to a bigger engine, slightly different engine.
Right.
On there, but that's basically what the HD version gives you is higher carrying capacity on the rear end.
Oh, okay, so it's just
it gives you a different set of tyre options because of different gearbox ratios and things like that.
Right, got you. So it's just a slightly different back end.
Yeah.
Right.
So this has got a 10-ton lift. The HD version would have 11.1.
Right, got you.
We've got a clean oil system on this tractor. So the transmission oil and the hydraulic oil is totally separated. So here we can see the clean oil tank here, and we can have up to 90 litres out of this.
All right, 90 litres of takeout.
Of takeout, more than adequate for any job that you want to do. But, and that's also on the 6190 TTV as well.
Right, that's the separate oil reservoirs.
Yeah,
right.
yeah. So here we've now got...
So we move up a...
8 series. Again, 8282 TTV Warrior here.
That's got some presence, hasn't it?
It is. It's this was the introduction of that new CVT transmission that we did.
This compound transmission. Yeah.
Yeah, it was in 2020 in the launch during COVID. This tractor was. Would you believe?
Do you know? I remember it back in a former life. I remember the launch. Yeah.
Yeah. So again, 8280, 287 horsepower here.
Yeah. Are we still with the 6.1 litre engine?
We've got a 6.1 litre engine, but it's a twin turbo engine on here.
Twin turbo, yes.
So there's two turbos, and also we've got 2 cooling systems.
Yes.
So it makes a big difference because the cooling systems look after specific things. One of the turbos is dedicated to one cooling system.
Right.
And also it's run by an electric pump as well, so it can be managed independently. So if you want more cooling or less cooling, that can be, the speed of the pump is automatically managed.
Right.
So 8 Series here, you know, this one's fully equipped with RTK guidance on it, and it's you know, able to do telemetry with agri-router connectivity. So if you want to send your field maps to it and things like that, it's just all done from the farm office.
Cool. Right. Last one now, is it?
Last one.
Last one in the range
that we've got here for you today is our 9 Series.
So this is the 9340, is it?
9340 TTV. So this is the top of our range.
Right. This is your flagship, is it?
336 horsepower, 60 kph. We've got front disc brakes on the tractor. So inside here,
What, outboard disc brakes?
outboard disc brakes.
Proper outboard disc brakes.
So 600 millimeters diameter disc brakes.
Do you get those on the 8 Series as well?
They're on the 8 Series, and they start from everything over 200 horsepower for the UK.
All right.
So we put them on everything that's over 200 horsepower. Yeah, but
And what's the sort of reasons you guys do that?
well, the braking,
I mean, I can see the reasons why, but like,
The-
you don't see it on anybody else's.
the braking on your car, the brakes are all done on the front axle, aren't they?
Pretty much,
Pretty
most
much.
of it, yeah.
60% of the braking is done on the front axle of here. It really helps and supports the brakes. We never have transmission issues from braking
Right.
because all the brakes is shared on the front axle as well.
Yeah.
You know, they're very, very, very solid on there.
Right.
You want to see the party trick?
Go on then. Oh, is this the Lecky bonnet? And we're off. Big reveal. So what engine have we got in this one then?
This one is a 7.8 litre Deutz engine.
Right.
Again, a twin turbo.
Yeah.
But we can't get all the 336 horses out of the 6.1.
No, she's maxed out.
She's maxed out on that.
That's it.
But yeah, when you want to work on this, you've got excellent access.
I see you got access all around, haven't you?
I will shut it down before somebody gets in there.
I was going to say, it's just sparked some interest, that, hasn't it? So in terms of other tractor series, I know at Agritechnica many times they've shown 11 series and things like that. And
Yeah, the 11 series, gosh, I was not long after I joined the company that was previewed there.
They were touting that around,
No, it's not made it any further from the drawing board yet.
Right.
It's a question of volumes in the market. Does it justify it?
Yeah.
You know, how many would we sell? Is it worth the R&D development? And over recent years, we've had lots and lots of time having to get through mother regulations, stage 4, stage 5, and all those.
Yeah.
Just absorbs so much time in R&D.
Yeah. And what other sort of developments are on the horizon potentially?
Well, we've a lot of development is more on the digital side of the business now.
Right.
On the what's going to come through on autonomy and things like that. So there's all sorts of work on that behind the scenes. We've already got the fruit tractors here.
Yeah.
You know, we've got them working autonomously through R&D.
Yeah.
So it's a system. The company purchased a company called Vitibot, which is a grapevine system, and we're using technology that's used on that.
Right.
And transferred it across the two tractors.
Cool, good stuff. Well, that was a cracking little tour of your stand, and actually most of your range is here as well, which is great to see.
But the only thing that we don't have is a Italian 5D series.
Yeah.
But we've got everything else here.
No, it's been good to see. So yeah, thank you very much for
You're welcome.
tour, and we shall continue.